Hi, my name's Claudia Winters. I am the Bird Conservation Program Manager for Natural Lands. This is a newly minted position for Natural Lands and we're all very excited about it. So I'll be in charge of all of the bird-related programming, bird surveys, bluebird boxes, our brand new Motus program, and much more. Motus is a wildlife tracking program created by Birds Canada, which is a non-profit organization dedicated to the conservation of birds. Motus, a lot of people think, is an acronym. It's actually the Latin word for movement. So Motus is used by wildlife researchers, organizations to track birds, insects, and small mammals like bats. These small tags transmit information from the animals that are carrying them to stations that are placed across the landscape. Motus is an international program and it is currently made up of 34 different countries and over 1,000 different projects and over 2,300 stations. And that number actually keeps increasing every time that I look at it, which is why I give such a broad over this many amount. So. This is really important data that we're gathering because banding or other types of wildlife tracking like surveys only tell us part of the story. Banding birds, you need a federal banding permit as well as, depending on the state, a state permit. And banding is specifically done with a federal USGS band, and it's an aluminum band with about 9 digits on it. That's basically like a social security number for the bird. And oftentimes the band goes around the ankle and there's no tracking mechanism on these bands. Tagging is essentially when you're taking these Motus tags and putting them on birds. You can either have a backpack, which kind of goes on the middle of the back of the bird around here and kind of comes around up top. And then you can also have your figure 8 loop harness, which essentially goes up on the thighs. What's great about Motus is as long as your tag is working and it stays on the bird, you get data for whatever amount of time that battery life lasts. There's a chance for larger tags to last many years, and some of the smaller tags might last, approximately 20 days or so. Everything that we do when applying bands or tags or any type of research device to animals, it's always prioritizing their safety and how they are going to be able to live their life to the best of their ability with what we may be putting on them. So, for example, when we're applying tags and bands, there is a weight limit for the species, and you're looking at approximately 3% of the body weight or less. So we want to make sure that it's not going to impact their movement, that it's not going to impact their ability to feed, to fly, to migrate, to survive in general. Essentially what happens is, as a bird is flying past a tower, it is giving off bursts of that frequency that is then picked up by the tower, and once it's picked up by the tower, it then goes and is brought into the Birds Canada network, and they actually process all of the data on their end. Then they make a lot of the information readily available for public access. There's very specific data that is available only to the people who are applying the tags to birds, things like the exact antenna that it was picked up by, but generally speaking, a lot of the data is publicly available. The way that our stations are set up are that we have what's called dual mode. So we have 2 types of frequencies that our antennas are giving off, 4 of each, all facing the cardinal directions. And so this allows for different types of tags made by different companies to be picked up by our tower. We actually have installed 2 Motus towers. So we have the one here at our Gwinnett Preserve in Montgomery County, and we also did it with our Glades Wildlife Refuge in Cumberland County, New Jersey. When we were looking for locations, what we're looking for is gaps in the Motus network that we can fill on some of our properties. We actually had some of our partners reach out to us in New Jersey. They were interested in putting up a tower at Glades. So we were able to work with them and essentially get a tower put up at our Glades Wildlife Refuge for free. Which is great because we only had a certain amount of money allotted to putting up towers, so we were able to add another one to the list. So our Gwynedd Preserve, we have a tower that was put up in 3 10-foot sections, so 30 feet, plus an additional pole on top that has our antennas. So you're looking at approximately 11 meters in height for our tallest antenna. It is also secured to the side of the building, and our coax cables, which are the cables that attach to the antennas, go through the building down to the sensor station and are plugged into our Ethernet and into a power source. This way, all of the data that is picked up by the antennas can be directly transmitted to Birds Canada. Over at our Glades Preserve, we had to do it a little bit differently. So the Motus station is at Turkey Point, which is out in the middle of the marsh, which is great for the amount of reach that we're getting with those antennas because it's very unobstructed. So our Glades tower, we have it a little bit lower, so we used 2 10-foot sections as well as a 5-foot pole on top. The total height for that is approximately 25 feet. And we actually anchored the tower into the ground and used a concrete base. And it is set up with a solar panel and battery. So that's how it is powered, and it is connected to cellular data, which is how anything picked up by the antennas can be transmitted from the tower to Birds Canada database. We do have plans to have 4 more towers installed in the next couple of years. Our next tower that will be going up is our Bear Creek Preserve in Luzerne County, and it will be a similar setup to our Gwynedd station, which is attached to the side of a building and directly connected to Ethernet and power. With the 2 towers that we've put up so far, we're continuing to get more and more species almost daily. Right now is migration. A lot of birds are passing through, and our Gwynedd tower has picked up about 70 individuals so far, and I believe about somewhere between 15 to 20 different species. Our Glades tower was just put up in the beginning of October, so a bit lower numbers on that tower so far, but last time I checked there were 5 individuals that were picked up already, which is awesome to see. Currently, there are close to, if not over, 450 different species that have been tagged so far. So the range is very broad of what species we're looking to tag, and there's a reason for that because a lot of these species are in decline. So different people are working on different projects for different reasons and in different areas for different reasons. Many grassland birds are in steep decline. A lot of that is attributed to habitat loss, and one of the good things about Motus, as there are many, is that we can actually track where they might be going throughout the year, during their migration, during their overwintering, during their stopover, so we can actually pinpoint some of the locations where they might be having more trouble than others. So where the habitat loss might be attributed to their inability to overwinter in places where they used to, or their breeding fields have been turned into corn, housing estates. So it's a great tool for that. So I wanted to take this opportunity to thank our preserve staff for assisting with these installs, helping get everything ready at our Glades and Gwynedd Preserves. And I also wanted to thank all of our partners who made these installs possible. And of course, all of our members who make much of our work possible here at Natural Lands. If you're looking for more information about Motus, please visit motus.org. If you're looking for more information about our Natural Lands bird conservation programs, please go to natlands.org/bird conservation. Thank you!